Boogie Woogie is piano blues, and the blues is the oldest element in what we now call jazz. It goes back, we don't know how far, but undoubtedly to the first vocalizings of black people in this country. When Boogie Woogie is played, the most impressive feature of it is the steady left-hand figure. They can be various. The one that I like to use is this. But when Pinetop Smith played it in the 1920s, he sounded like this. Other basses too. People like Pete Johnson, Albert Ammons, they did this kind of thing. Sometimes they straightened it out and played 8 to the bar rather than the dotted 8th 16th, which I've just been doing, and that would come out. Sometimes the bass took on a slightly tango or a Latin feel, like this. This was the contribution of New Orleans pianists closer up to the present, people like Professor Longhair, Fats Domino. And of course this particular feature was just about played to death in the early days of rock and roll and what was called rhythm and blues before that. Usually you'd hear a baritone sax pumping away on that figure underneath everything else. Then there was Jimmy Yancey, who did this version. And what was the right hand doing in all this? I think his right hand is trying to sing blues with all the quavering and the jumping from point to point and the vocal syllables which you can only present on piano in a funny sliding way. Very often the Boogie Woogie bass gave the impression of a train in its steadiness, in its deliberate, unvarying tempo. Here's a blues called Honky Tonk Train Blues by Meade Lux Lewis, which is pretty dramatic. I think you can see a train heading across the horizon quite clearly.